Hi, everybody. This is the Pre-Accident Podcast, and I'm Todd Conklin, and this is a safety moment. Today, we're going to talk a little bit about signal strength, because weak signals oftentimes are the best predictor of an upcoming failure that we have. But to talk about weak signals, we probably first ought to talk about design. So have you ever seen a door that opened backwards, in your opinion? Or a crosswalk light that wasn't timed long enough so you could get across the crosswalk? Or gone to a buffet where they serve fajitas and they put the tortillas last, not first, and the cheese first, not last, and the meat in the middle? It's crazy. We can go anywhere in the world and look at a system and look at its design and see places where the design is just not right. What's crazy, in the built world, or in the buffet world, one of my personal favorites, we oftentimes see organized structures that don't make sense to the user. Well, in a way, that's what we think about when we think about signal strength. Signal strength is really those small, weak indicators that exist in our systems that tell us when there's a problem happening, not a problem that has happened. The best example I can think of that is, I'll bet you there's somebody in your shop right now who can listen to a pump and tell you if that pump is operating properly, can tell you if that pump is under load or not under load, can tell you if the pump has problems or doesn't have problems, and they're doing it all simply by listening to the system. That is an awareness of weak signals. And that's exactly what we want to try to captivate when we think about the importance of understanding work as it happens when it's successful. Now, there's a reason I'm saying all this, and that is because you'll never hear a weak signal in a failure. In a failure, the signal is loud. A weak signal only exists in success. And so we have to understand how successful work is done in order to understand how we can do successful work. So the understanding of how work is done before it fails allows us the ability to monitor for weak signals, things that tell us things are happening, not happened, and that allows us to actually put defenses, to fix systems, to create protocols and procedures. That's how we fix problems. And that's a really, really, really important way to understand safety. You see, safety is not an outcome to be achieved. Safety, in fact, is a process that we perform. And the way we perform that safety is by constantly managing normal performance differences, performance variability. And the way we do that is by listening to weak signals. So listen carefully, because weak signals oftentimes hold important data for us in operations, in management, and in leadership. That's the Pre-Accident Podcast Safety Moment for today. I hope you enjoyed that, and I want to ask you a question. Did you hear a weak signal in this podcast? Until then, have fun, continue to learn, and for goodness sakes, listen to weak signals and be safe.